In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord says, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam, Yantarudhani Maya. And but the Christians say,
They say, God is telling me to act, God is directing me.
Vasudeva Paramatma. That is like Paramatma. And still he is active. So not hazy, not non-differentiated. Ishvara Sarvabhutaram Siddhistati as Paramatma. I am residing at the heart of everyone, and I help him as much as possible, keeping his freedom. Without interfering with his freedom, I try to guide him in a passive way. I dictate, don't do this, do that. He may care or may not care. I don't assert myself. Only in a passive way, I give direction. Sometimes he may catch, sometimes he may ignore. But I am there. I am everywhere. I am everywhere. There is not a place where I am not. I am everywhere. And I am in his heart also. And I am giving dictation also. Sometimes he can catch, sometimes he can't catch, but I am there doing my duty as much as possible. The tree is there, the soul of the tree is also there, but it is so much engrossed with ignorance that it is very difficult to trace my dictation there, but still I am there, I am doing my function. Otherwise, he won't have any possibility to come back from that worst position. Well,
then the Christians will say, but we are following, like in your Gita, it says he is in the heart directing, so we are following, that's why we are Christians. They will defend themselves. We are following.
Well, our difference is about the prospect. What you say, what you are giving your program is limited. As indicated that only one birth, and outside human beings, no other souls. So we kill animals, trees, the reaction thereby is not in your calculation. And also you give some conception of theism, but that is not fully differentiated in a scientific way, as we find in Gita and Bhagavatam. Akhila Rasamasi is Ras, is Anandam, but what sort of Anandam? Ananda is analyzed in different way, all these details absent, and the vague representation. The primary study of the primary school, we don't deny that it is nothing, it is something, but not a fully differentiated thing. It has got also necessity for a particular section. Duki Babaya Mishamuddhasi Parakkvada Vidu Yung Bala Namunarasu. Bhakti Vinod Thakur has also given position to that to that particular country, particular sect, that sort of amount couching in that dress, it was necessary for the primary students. It was there, it has been. That is also revealed truth. But considering the space and time and the people, that couched in that way it was delivered there. But there is season. Hare Krishna, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari, Gaur. Yes.
We understand from Srimad Bhagavatam
Hmm.
that there's three states of consciousness. The wakefulness, sleep, and deep sleep. If you could explain to me, Maharaj, what's the position of the Atma, the soul, in these different states?
In Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand there are three states of consciousness: wakefulness, sleep, and deep sleep. So, in these three stages, what is the position of the Atma?
Sleep, that is dream.
Sleep,
Deep sleep without dream.
uh,
And deep sleep and the sleep and
wakefulness.
wakefulness. What is the position of Atma?
Yes, in those states.
Deep sleep, the whole negative engagement of the Atma stopped. And in dream, that is limited and less intense. And when we are wakeful to this false identification of the world, then we are in full negative, fullest negative connection with the fullest conception of negative idea. And deep sleep, withdrawal from the negative side. And in dream, half, not so much intense, but less intense. In the dream also, these material experiences reflected in the mental plane. That we find. Very rarely we can find in dream the reflection of the upper world, Chit-Vilas, in very rare cases. When the worldly experience has become very thin and some Sukriti that our we gather unconsciously is some connection of the supernatural power, then also sometimes in dream we can feel some supernatural incident. And when it is more intensely connected, then in our wakeful stage also sometimes we may have catch the reflection of the supernatural things sometimes. Sometimes a flash may come from the super subject area, come down to the plane, pushing aside our the energy of experience of this world that comes down and flash encircles me. It is also possible in very rare cases. But generally, when fully awake, we are fully connected with the negative side, engrossed, wholesale captured. And dream, less powerful. But we are captured there with mundane things, but it is weak and then vague. And in soundless and in dreamless sleep, sound sleep, we almost withdraw from the negative side. But no practical participation of the positive. In the margin and abscissa, we remain. Sushupti. we come to Brahma, we draw to the near the cause but not conscious of the cause. We drawn from the negative but no conception of the positive. We faint there in Swami Maharaj's language. We faint there. To that standard, our consciousness comes very faint. In Sushupti, in Brahmaloka, we faint there. Everything is relative. Our experience is all relative. A big sound we cannot hear. Small also we cannot hear. Only in limited area our ear can work. Eye also. The dazzling light we can't see. And the very meager we can't see. Only in the middle standard we can work. So many things, but our inner capacity cannot catch them. In a limited period position we have to live and move. Even a bird can see more than a human being, can know more. You see, the storm will come, and so many birds that can know. The flood is coming, so many insects, worms can know that, but human beings can't. The knowledge, the intuitive knowledge, that is also put in a cell. Everything is put in a cell. Within that he is to work. So, what was the question?
What is the position of the Atma in this
Yes,
three
Atma's
states?
dream. In limited area, we live and move. In others, we faint. That is like Janisha Sadvabhutanam, Tasyang Yagati Samyami, Jasyang Yagati Bhutani, Sanisha Pashyatu Mune. We are awake somewhere and we are sleeping in somewhere else. And one who is waking there, we are sleeping there, we are fainted. There are so many objective and the super subjective realm where we all sleep, a dreamless sleep. And there are so many there others, they are wakeful in that plane, but they are sleeping perhaps here. Ahami sab Khetagam Khetagam Chapimang Vidhi Sadva Khetrishu Bharata. Only I am wakeful to all planes possible. But others, their consciousness in a limited area. I alone is wakeful in all planes of life, everywhere. Only I. Khetagam Chapimang Vidhi Sadva Khetrishu Bharata. But others, they are wakeful in a limited area. Wakefulness is the nature of Khetagam, that is soul, but within limitation. But unlimited conception of everything, anything and everything, only myself alone.
Maharaj, does this mean that the more or less negative the position of the soul is, the more Krishna conscious the soul is?
Does it mean that the less negative engagement the soul has, when there's less negative engagement, does that mean he is more Krishna conscious? When the soul has got less and less negative side, does it mean he is more and more Krishna conscious?
Not necessarily. Negative as a whole. Then, if he has any conception at all, withdrawal from the negative, then dreamless slumber. That is Brahma conception. And then, without negative, some positive conception arises, this Shiva Loka, then Vaikuntha Loka, it may be partial, it may not go to reach to Krishna consciousness also. There are so many stages of consciousness on the way to Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is supposed to be the highest quality consciousness. It is shown from different way by scientific methods.
Well, if that was the case, then simply by sleeping everybody would be Krishna conscious. If that was the case, then simply by sleeping everybody would be Krishna conscious.
There is no conscious. Sleeping, deep sleep means no conscious. But maybe by abstraction we may think that eliminated of the negative, he's come to the positive, but he has got wealth within the cloth. He is moving, he is sitting on the wealth, but it is underground, no idea. It is Brahma, nearest to Brahma. Is in the middle, this side Brahma, this side world, but unconscious of both the things. Both sides, unconscious of both sides. Negatives, not actually, if we calculate more accurately, the next time he will be wakeful and he will come in the negative side. So negative tendency is also dormant in him. He is near the negative, but not in its expressive condition, only very dormant is there. The next moment he will, when the equilibrium will be disturbed, and then we will find he has come in this body. So that is near him, actually.
So what of the sloka, bhakti parishanu bhavo viraktir anyatra tyat?
Kala Prabhuddhamanasya Jadasnata Tushti Pushti Kudavadi. The realization proper will gradually take us to that land, to that plane. Bhakti means serving tendency. When you have some sort of conception of the subjective world, superseding my subject on the other side, there is some world, Parishanubhav. Adonata Virakti, that discussed with the stale experience of this world, apathy, disgust. Parishan, Unnata Virakti, the negative side has no charm, loses its charm. And the positive side, he gets some peep into the positive world and the super subjective. And the tending bhakti means his attention towards the positive grows more and more. More he finds energetic to have experience of the super subjective. Parishanubhava. And if in a general healthy way he utilizing his energy, then gradually he will make advance towards the higher realm and withdraw from the lower objective world, the sense experience. the world of sense experience. Not only the world of sense experience, even the sense, the body, the mind, the intelligence also that is applied in the case of negative side, all will be trash, unnecessary, undesirable, enemy-like to him. He will be very eager to get out of this. The whole system, the bad government, and that is a system there. The judge, the magistrate, the police, everything. If the government is bad, then the whole cell would be undesirable, even the judges. So buddhi to be also rejected, because that abides by the laws which is not good. Servants of the law, the whole cell will be abolished, undesirable. Whole system on the negative side, undesirable and hateful. And I find more sweetness into the subjective world, though apparently it is of serving, not of making, not lord it over, not mastery, but serving. Still, that will be tasteful, because the company is so congenial. To give up freedom to the congenial company, that should be thought very, very desirable. It's better to serve in heaven than to reign in hell. Just the opposite. That Satan told. It is better to reign in heaven than to serve in heaven.
No, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven.
Reign in hell, and that was satanic. And we take the opposite. Better to serve in heaven than to reign in hell. This is hell. The world of experience through the mundane senses, mundane world of enjoyment. This enjoyment is reactionary, it is alone, this is undesirable. This is a prey to janma mrityu jara vyadhi, so this is undesirable. Not to reign, better to serve in a land where normal production is than to be a king of the desert. To be master of a desert, this is the apathetic forces of desert which come and burden me. Rather to get a service in a land of opulence. Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Nidai Gaur Hari Bol, Nidai Gaur Hari Bol.
Maharaj,
Yes.
earlier on you were speaking about Paramatma, and you referred to the Paramatma as Nirvishesh, and yet we always see the Paramatma depicted as a personality. Can you clarify the point a little bit more? Who is Paramatma?
What is it? Paramatma?
He said he thought he heard you say that Paramatma was Nirvishesh. So we generally think of Paramatma as a person.
Paramatma is person, but generally when they approach, the personality cannot be Paramatma, and the Brahma is a Brahmapur, Brahma Parabrahma. Deeper vision and a proper vision, everything is person. But from a hazy vision, it is not found as person. But some dictative voice, something like, some dictation coming, just like intelligence, Paramatma. And just like a higher form of spark, Our soul is a spark, like a consciousness, atomic consciousness, and super quality spark within the spark of soul. Something like in the beginning, Paramatma is still like that. But it can dictate. Soul can also dictate something assertive, soul. But because tatastha, marginal, no developed, not developed condition, but it has got the capacity of taking initiative. And Paramatma is part of a perfect understanding. What Paramatma gives suggestion, that is perfect, connecting with perfect thing, not infallible, but it gives tendency for free choice, not infallible. It may be fallible. But it is also a spark, that is also a spark in the beginning. But what the Chetan means that everything has got a form. The smallest and the biggest. In the first view, the form may not be conceived, may not come within the range of conception, the form. But in closer vision, everything has got its form. You find form in that way, form in that plane. Light also may be analyzed, different constituent points, and every point has got a peculiarity. Combined, they produces something. So everything, the air, ether, everything, they can be analyzed and combined. So their form is not just as the measurement of a solid is not exactly so as the measurement of the liquid. And the measurement of electricity is not same as the measurement of the liquid. So they are formed according to their own position. But form is there. Then, in other words, the one point can be separated from another, recognized as separate from another unit. In this sense, everything has got form. So in Paramatma, if we find more definitely, we will find that there is Vasudeva, personality. What is Vasudeva? Who is connected with the smallest and the biggest. The biggest is also within him. The smallest also he is entering and living. That is Vasudeva. Who can accommodate everything in him. Atmakukhi madhye sadvan vasayati. And who is living within everything. He is existing, maintaining his existence everywhere, within everything and outside everything. That is Vasudeva. That characteristic we can find there. And then we find that he is Vasudeva, he is person, because he is consciousness. Consciousness without personality, it cannot exist. Consciousness means person. Every unit of consciousness is also person, and the whole consciousness is also person. Personal characteristic means he wants to enjoy, bhog, satisfaction. He has a satisfaction. Everything for him. Hegel's philosophy. Reality is by itself and for itself. Everything is for him. That is the test of personal existence. He is the absolute enjoyer. Everything is meant to satisfy him. That is the criterion of personality. Do you follow? Not clear. Any question of any part? Or do you want to put more question? In what part?
I found it difficult to follow.
Huh?
You gave an analogy of form,
Uh,
electricity and liquid.
form?
Different forms.
Yes.
According to
Liquid also its form. Everything has got its form in different way. The electric unit, its form, and the stone unit form would be different. If stone is analyzed, the smallest part, and if a flame is analyzed, fire, or the sun ray, if it is analyzed, their nature will be different. But still they should have got their respective nature and parichaya, their acquaintance, by their peculiar form. Form in their own way. So Jiva Chaitanya have got their special form, Atma. If we can understand the differences in the formation of different types of gross things, then we can draw it to the original side. The Jiva soul have got their form. Ghosts also got their form. Light's form is different. There is one candle, you light another candle. One light, one ray is mixing through another ray. The water also, one glass of water, another water mixed. One enters into another. But still they will maintain their own form. Mixed, unmixed.
Jiva and Chaitanya have the same form.
The form, one candle removed, the light becomes diminished. Intensity becomes less. But and when again the candle taken here, the intensity increases. But the light has some intensity added to it and withdrawn, its form is gone away. So in soul also such, in consciousness. Not this form should be touched there. Form. The ghost has got, can take any form. Many forms the ghost can take. But still it has got its peculiar form. It cannot use the capacity or power of a god. The ghost power, the ghost's capacity is limited to that of the gods in this way. Limitation of power, capacity, duty, all these things. So apani padu javanu grihita. He has not a leg, he has not eye, he has not ear, he can see, he can hear, he can run, all these things. Not like this material form, but form he has got, he can see. Everything is present, as in mind also. Mind can see, mind can hear, mind can touch. It is central. It can do anything. But still, the mental seeing and the mental hearing is different. Mental ear and the mental eye is different. But on the whole, the mind can see, non-differentiated one. Mind can see, mind can hear, mind can touch. In dream, but mind has eye, mind has ear. But that is not of this physical type. This you can drag on. It is and it is not harmonized.
All right. You were saying earlier that in the beginning, in devotional service, we may be attracted by the sublime nature of spiritual consciousness. But at the same time, as beginners in devotional service, and especially with our backgrounds coming from very degraded conditions of life, sometimes even in pursuit of devotional service, we're affected by these lower qualities. How can we come to a position very quickly of being undisturbed by material things?
He says, in the beginning of devotional service, we may be attracted by the sublime quality of devotional service. But because we are very low born, our background is very degraded, then sometimes again we are attracted to degraded things. So how can we very quickly cut that and advance into the pure platform?
That is the renowned thing, by association. By association. When my system is under disease, sometimes even taking medicine also I can't help my physical health. We are recommended by the doctors to go to some, to change the atmosphere. Unconsciously, some medicine type things will enter me through the air, through the food, the water. In this way, my health will improve. So something like that. The association, the living association, that is the sadhu, by his company, by talks, by various other connections, even without any physical cooperation, only living by the side, his mental or spiritual Atma will emit some power outside, and I will invite that, my Atma, and will improve. So Sadhu and the Shastra. If we try, we may not understand fully, but still, the Shastra, the holy books, if I try to understand their meaning, that will also contribute something to improve my health. In this way, the unnati, our improvement depends on the environment, and that environment, sadhu and the shastra, always. The external help I need, that means I am in want. Then some external help is necessary to improve my condition, and which can help when I am wanting in something, and where it is, if I keep myself in his company, it will be transmitted in me and my condition would be improved. A sadhu, I am lacking in particular form of energy, and that form of energy is where that sadhu's company will help me, will give me more and more strength and health. It's a general thing. General thing. Always to improve one's own condition, the favorable environment is necessary. Favorable environment. That is the association of the living souls of sadhu, and if it is not possible, not available, then holy books I shall try to keep company of. In all cases, this should be applied. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Lord.
Lord Chaitanya has given us one verse, Chaitadapana Marjanam, the process of cleaning the heart. We're preaching in the Western countries, which is very contaminating, and sometimes it seems that we're cleaning and also picking up particles of dust. So it seems like we're cleaning, but sometimes getting dirty again, and going on like this, cleaning and getting muddy, cleaning and dirty. So, if you could please explain how we can stay clean on the transcendental platform, aloof from any dirt. Seems very difficult.
But there is that
It's
when
Mahaprabhu
you
told,
take the name, it is cleansed, and again it is covered with dust.
because
Yes.
when we do prachar in our countries, so much bad atmosphere that again we get dirty. But we want to know how to stay always clean
So,
at every time.
that is our connection with the higher, that must always be kept. It is possible that when I'm, suppose I'm going to nurse in a area, epidemic area, I'm going to nurse, and the poison from the patients will come to attack me, so I must have some infective things. I have my good health, and that the poison, the bacilli may not enter into. I must take precaution. I should get help who has sent me to relief work. I must get all those equipments and precautionary medicine and the food that I may struggle in the epidemic area and can help them. Do you find? Do you follow?
Yes.
I must have my own protection from the higher. Then I shall venture to attend the relief work, because it is quite natural that the bacilli of the epidemic area, cholera, then this raki, anything, the poisonous germs will attack me. I must have to take some precaution. And who has engaged to that area, I must get must have some guarantee of that provision, and then I shall go. So that means Vaishnavir Anugatya. Under the direction of a Vaishnava, direction of a sadhu guru, we shall go. Risk, take that risk. Not disconnected. Then we shall die. The Namaparad, the Ashraddhadhani Namadam. There is no Shraddha, no health, I am going to give health there. So it is risky. So I must have some strong backing so that I can work, I can help them. Otherwise I would be lost. 10 offenses against the name. The one is Ashraddhadhani Namada. One powerful, he can do this, take the risk. But who is weak in health, who may be attacked by the germs, he must take protection, enough, necessary protection, and then he will take the word. And who has got that the supernatural name has got in him, is decent in his heart, that is enough. He can do. And no field will come to cover it again. He will be able to drive away all the germs that will come to attack him. But if it is not so, he must have help from the upper house. Gold, Hari, Gold, Hari, Gold, Hari, Gold, Hari, Jai, Gold, Hari, Gold. Jai, Gold, Hari, Gold. What's the time?
9:30.
I'd like to stop here.
Jai Vishnupad
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai.
Bhakti Rakha
Shiva Desi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Shiva Bhakta Binda ki jai.